Alrighty, good morning. I just figured I'd start the video off by showing you how we're going to get the Oklahoma Joe started today. You can see we're using a charcoal basket. You can see we're using 100% all natural lump. It's the red bag stuff, it's the red oak. And all I did to start this out was I kind of made a little pit, like right in the middle, probably took out about 15 chunks, put a wax cube in it, and then put those chunks back in. And I'm going to let this burn up for, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. And then I'm going to shut it down, and I'm going to try to maintain this temp around 225 the whole time. I do have a couple chunks of oak here that I am going to toss in here eventually, but not yet. So besides that, you're going to pick back up when I'm up in the kitchen, and I'm pretty excited what we're cooking today, so we will see you up in the kitchen. Okay, well, we're up in the kitchen, and if you haven't guessed it already, or if you don't know what these are beef short ribs, I believe is what they are called. You can see there is a pretty big fat cap. There's the bone. There's all that rib meat right there. You can see it's got some really nice marbling in it. What I am going to do to these is I am going to go ahead and I'm going to trim the fat caps down. I might not do it on the bottom side because I'm going to cook these bottom side or bone side down, and I might just leave the fat cap there, but I don't know. But either way, I'll pick back up and I'll show you how I'll pick back up after I get these all trimmed down. And I'll show you what I'm going to season them with. Okay, we are back. I got see a big pile of fat right there. We're just going to go with it. I'm not going to trim any more off. What we are going to do, though, is rub these things down. I already coated all these in olive oil, and the rub we're going to use today is just a homemade rub. All it is it's about, I know this isn't going to add up, but it's like 50% coarse salt, 50% coarse pepper, and then I add paprika just till it gets like a reddish tint to it, and it tends to give meat a pretty good color. So I'm just going to pick one of these up. We're just going to liberally coat all these sides down with this rub. And I'm going to do this to all of them. That's going to be about good. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that off camera, and I will pick back up when I'm down at the grill ready to put these on. So we'll see you then. Alrighty, so we are back. I just put the beef spare ribs on. We'll give you a quick look. Kind of how I got the whole inside set up. You can see I got a water pan over to the right. I got a couple, 2-3 red potatoes in there. I am monitoring the temp today using the smoke. And there are the beef spare ribs. I have no idea, beef short ribs. I have no idea how long this is going to cook. So I'm just going to give a ballpark 2 to 6 hours maybe. I have no idea. And then I'll just give you a quick look at the firebox. See, she's got plenty of coal in there yet. I think it's called the minion method is what it's called. But I'm going to go ahead and throw a chunk of oak right over the hot coals, close her down, and I probably will not check back in for another 3 hours. So we'll check back in about 3 hours. Alrighty, so we are 3 hours in. Let's go ahead and take a peek at the ribs. There they are. You can see I did stick a temp probe into the largest one, try to get it like right in the center of it. Temperature on that thing right now is 158. I think what we're going to do is we're probably going to take these up kind of like I would like a chuck roast. So I think I'm going to take them up to at least 190. But I'll just give you a quick look at the firebox as well. You can see I started putting oak in there. That full load of charcoal got me about 4 hours, because it took quite a while to heat up. So I think I got about 4 hours, and then I just started stoking it with wood. And you can also see what I'm doing is the next piece of what I'm going to put on, I started putting kind of wedged up against the right side of the firebox, like the firebox, and then the firebox here, if that makes any sense. And I'm just letting it preheat there, get nice and hot, so when it hops on the flames, you can see what it does, it just starts right up. So I'm going to shut this thing up, probably give it another 2 hours yet. And I'll either check back in one more time down here, or I'll check back in when we're upstairs and it's time to eat. Alrighty, so we are back. I just pulled these beef short ribs off the Oklahoma Joe's Highland. And I know the iPad really doesn't have that good a light, and I'm struggling here. But yeah, these took about 5 hours and 50 minutes. So internal temp on these when I pull them off was 195. What I'm going to do to them now, though, as you can see I got the towel on the bottom. It's kind of just to insulate the pan, kind of just try to keep the heat in. I'm kind of going to just wrap these up together like so. We're going to double wrap it like that. And then we're going to get another towel and we're going to let these things rest for I'm thinking it's 6:30 right now here in Minnesota, so I'm thinking I'm gonna let these let these things rest for about 30 minutes, and then I will pick back up and I'll show you what the finished product looks like. Alrighty, we are back. Let these short ribs rest for a half an hour. Just pulled the potatoes up, Oklahoma Joe's Highland. Yeah, I think they are done as well. As well, they should be. They've been on for 6 hours and 20 minutes. But just unwrap these. So let's go ahead and give one of these a try, shall we? Oh my! Can you see that bite? Mmm. Woo! Oh, wait! That was good. Real easy to do these. Just prep them up, cut the fat cap off, douse them in some olive oil, put whatever kind of rub you want on. I do like salt and pepper and some paprika for some color. But yeah, these are awesome. I'm going to go ahead and eat, and you guys have a good night, and catch you on a flippity flop.